It's the end of a busy day. You just saw 15 patients. Instead of heading home for dinner with your spouse or playing with the kids, you now begin your night job, charting. Charting is critical and necessary, but it steals your focus from your patients, eats away at your time with your family, and keeps you up at night. The burden of always having another chart to complete drains every clinician. Freed is an AI medical scribe that makes charting go away.
Freed listens, prepares your notes, and writes patient instructions for you. Charting is done before your patient walks out of the room. And wait, because it gets better. Freed learns your style over time, just like a human scribe would, except that it will never quit on you. Freed is loved by 3,000 plus clinicians from every specialty. It is HIPAA compliant, takes 30 seconds to learn, and costs only $99 per month. You can try Freed for free right now by going to freed.ai. That's FREED.ai. Listeners of BS Free MD can use the BS Free 50 coupon code for $50 off the first month.
Finally, a source of raw, real, and honest information on healthcare issues that matter most. Welcome to BS Free MD. From the latest medical information to how to stay sane as a doctor or a patient, no subject is taboo, no BS is allowed. Now, let's welcome your hosts, Doctors May and Tim Hindmarsh.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Truth Bombs. The week before Christmas, I wanted this to be a very special Christmas Truth Bomb episode. And
I wanted it to be about how the healthcare system is full of shit and killing people.
So since I wanted to put the positive spin, he wanted to put the nasty, gnarly, negative, ranty spin, which you all love, we had to kind of compromise. And instead of a sappy Charlie Brown Christmas episode, we're talking about Made to Praise. And Tim's got some deep thoughts and insightful things he wants to lead off with.
So back to a C.S. Lewis quote, which I think is amazing. It's from his book, Reflections on the Psalms. He says, I think we delight to praise what we enjoy because the praise not merely expresses, but completes the enjoyment. It is its appointed consummation. It is not out of compliment that lovers keep on telling one another how beautiful they are. The delight is incomplete till it is expressed. It is frustrating to have discovered a new author and not be able to tell anyone how good he is. To come suddenly at the turn of the road upon some mountain valley of unexpected grandeur, then to have to keep silent because the people with you care for it no more than a tin can in the ditch. To hear a good joke and find no one to share it with. The Scotch Catechism says that man's chief end is to glorify God and enjoy him forever. But we shall then know that these are the same thing. Fully to enjoy is to glorify. In commanding us to glorify him, God is inviting us to enjoy him. I love that. It is not out of compliment that lovers keep telling each other how beautiful. It is frustrating. The delight is incomplete till it is expressed. The delight is incomplete until it is expressed. It's wild. So this hit me. For May's birthday, I took her last week to Sarah Brightman, who's one of her favorite artists. Sarah Brightman, if you don't know who she is, she was the original female lead in Phantom of the Opera. She is an opera singer, but she has basically invented a subgenre, which I call popra, because she's taken lots of different pop music and done opera covers of them.
Yeah, it's kind of a cool crossover. There's another person that has done that as well, as Russell Watson from Australia. And he's amazing too, if you're into that thing. But I do have an eclectic taste in music. That's for another episode. But Sarah Brightman,
so
love her.
The thing with Sarah Brightman is, this popra isn't really necessarily my genre. If you don't appreciate how good she is, you're a dick. Like seriously,
that's one really tactful way to put it.
No, you have a mental disorder. And I know people like that unless they listen to something or whatever, unless it's exactly in their genre, it's like,
You're thinking to maybe a trip we took with someone
yes,
who just didn't
Yeah,
appreciate fine music, and since they didn't like it, got all pissy and walked out.
Yeah. But then it and coincidentally have completely walked right out of everyone else's lives. Just kept walking.
Maybe that's the right answer.
Right answer. But the thing that's amazing about it is this. It's like it demands praise. Like you listen to these songs, like just put yourself in an experience where something that like you normally would like whether you're watching football, whether you're and you have to cheer. Because the experience isn't complete until it's praised.
Well, wait, can I interrupt and say, is that just basically recognizing beautiful art, recognizing beauty, something unique and precious?
No.
And okay.
No, it's not, because it's what C.S. Lewis says. It's not that you're going, Sarah Brightman's good and we paid a bunch of money to see her. And by the way, if you ever go to this venue in the beautiful city of downtown Sarasota, and you get a double Knob Creek, you damn near get an extra large Slurpee sized glass of
double
bourbon. And praise be to them. It is like, because you pay for it. But wow, that's a side note. Good job on you, the Van Essen or Van Wetsen or whatever the hell center it is.
So as human beings, we are made to praise and recognize, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, Lewis would express this as humans are made in the image of God. Humans are made to reflect God's glory, so they can't help but praise things. The delight is incomplete till it is expressed. I think that is 100% true. Like when you think of going to, like you take to the most rudimentary, which would be sporting activities. And how many times have I high-fived strangers when we share the same team? You're at a home game and you're high-fiving a guy you don't know because you have to express that. And that, like, why do live sports exist? Why do live sports why do live events of any kind exist? When you can sit by yourself with drinks that are 1/50th as expensive, with an extra large pizza that somebody brings to your house, and you can watch it on your 90-inch television for a fraction of the cost with perfect sound and no lineup at the bathroom. Because the communal experience, especially the communal experience of praise, is a deeply powerful part of what it means to be a human being.
Couldn't agree more. That's the reason why I don't like sports on TV, but only in person.
Like think of the people
Except
we have,
for tennis.
But think of the people we have met just in the last couple years going to baseball games. It's like that lady at the Orioles game that had like the dog or dogs with her, like she could bring in her little service chihuahuas, and she was just like, I mean, it was wild. She's sitting there keeping score. She knows every player. She knows. I mean, it was just, and you connect with this person and you go, okay, shared passion is twice the passion. Shared joy is twice the joy. Shared misery when your team loses is half the misery. It really, unless you're in Philadelphia and then they just beat the shit out of each other, but that's a completely different story. It really is amazing. And so as we shuffle into the Christmas season, remember that praise is part of who we are, and expressing that and going to the candlelight service and watching great musical stuff on TV with your family and sharing that, because again, I can't get over this quote. It just keeps blowing me away. The delight is incomplete till it is expressed. And there's so many different ways that delight can be expressed, especially with people when we have people around us that we love and care deeply about.
Pearson Ravitz's story begins with Dr. Stephanie Pearson, a passionate OB/GYN at the height of her career. But when a shoulder injury struck during a precipitous delivery, her dreams were shattered, leaving her unable to practice medicine. Determined to make a difference, Stephanie became an advocate for her peers, guiding them through the complex disability process. Alongside insurance expert Scott Ravitz, Stephanie founded Pearson Ravitz, a company determined to approach insurance differently. Together, they set their mission to educate and empower physicians to protect their most valuable asset, their income, and the most important people in their life, their family. Today, Pearson Ravitz serves the medical community in all 50 states. At Pearson Ravitz, they understand the unique concerns of physicians. Physician-founded and physician-focused, Pearson Ravitz builds human connections before they create quotes. Life can change in an instant. It's hard to imagine that a sudden illness or injury could leave you and your family in a devastating financial situation. But with a little planning and guidance, you can prepare for every possibility. Visit PearsonRavitz.com today to schedule your consultation with the Pearson Ravitz advisor. That was really profound, really well said. And
For the first time ever.
you can delight
Deep thoughts.
in the beautiful, clean kitchen when I'm done cleaning up in the evening.
I know. I will, because, yes. Good job, honey. Kitchen is beautifully clean.
I love it.
I'm delighting in your cleaning abilities.
I think recognizing, you're right, recognizing beauty and wonderful things is important too. But I totally get what you're saying, and the expressing it, it's a total another level.
But how much more is the converse true? The delight is incomplete until it is expressed. How much more delight would we have in our lives if we were just more willing to express it? Like to look at stuff and go, wow, that is really mind-blowing.
Mm-hmm. Except for the hot chick that walks by when we're on the street.
Well,
You don't have to express. I'm just kidding.
I know.
Just kidding.
Look at those Christmas lights.
Mm-hmm. We hope that you have
Jingle all the way.
a very Merry Christmas, catching up on reruns of your favorite Truth Bombs, DuckTales episodes, and
and Hallmark movies.
And Hallmark movies.
And by the way, the guy that looks really poor, he's actually a billionaire.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Anyway, Merry Christmas. We'll see you all next week. Bombs away.
As we wrap up, remember, Freed AI is here to free you from your medical documentation. HIPAA compliant, takes 30 seconds to learn, and is incredibly affordable. Join the movement to eliminate clinician burnout. Visit Freed AI and improve your lifestyle.
And you can try Freed for free right now by going to freed.ai. It's FREED.ai. Listeners of BS Free MD can use the BS Free 50 coupon code for $50 off the first month.
It's no secret that medicine is a bit, uptight. That's why Tim and I created BS Free MD, to mix things up a little and have fun in the process. Besides, we are having these exact same discussions all the time, so we thought we might as well invite everyone to the party. If you really like us, you can get plenty more, and maybe see one of Tim's cool tattoos on our Instagram or Facebook pages at BS Free MD. See you next time.
While we try to keep BS Free MD as raw and real as possible, we can't be held responsible for any medical decisions or discussions had as a result of what you've heard on the show. We know, bummer. But the truth is, we really do care about your questions. So feel free to reach out to us by email at doc@bsfreemd.com.